Rest in peace.
Bonesaw is ready for another episode of Crash.
Is he though?
No,
He's not prepared for this one.
he's actually dreading it quite a bit. But he's a good sport.
But to continue our wrestling convo, where I feel like your highest criticism and my highest criticism aren't too far away from each other, where I'm saying that people aren't selling moves very well, and you're thinking there's more of an emphasis on athletics versus a story.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that the story can be emphasized with selling moves in a match, or that
Yeah, 100%.
athleticism with moves. Like, I feel like people sell moves a lot less because they're trying to do the best flip. And so I think our critiques they kind of stack together pretty well.
Yeah, 100%. Because I think instead of going, oh well, let's use like an injury, or let's use something a wrestler's going through as a storyline. It's let's just do like the craziest moves. It's like, instead of telling this story that's really compelling and seeing these things happen to these characters, it's just like, okay, big chair hit, big flip, you know what I mean? And it's like, I think the best wrestling match is, it's not about, dang it. It's not about the ones where, yep. Even like the ones with like amazing spectacles like TLC, well,
I mean, you could use the rope if you want. Don't want to waste those lives, man.
hey, that's true.
And hold X to make it all the way across. Or
Dang
don't.
it. Okay. The
Hold
choice
X.
is yours.
Well, X is what's gonna make you make it.
I
Hold
am
X,
though.
John.
That's.
You just hold
I
it.
am.
When you jump, just hold it. There, see? You get more air.
Here we go. Get on my own.
All right.
I just gotta.
Just practice on the turtle for a minute.
Yep.
So, you're not holding X right now, right? And
Now I am.
Now you are. Notice how you get a little bit more air. You need all that air to do this jump.
Yep.
If you don't do that, you're not gonna make it.
Or you could still do it and then still not make it, and get the game over screen.
It's okay. No, it's not.
Like so I like, all right, so like back to like the wrestling. I think like the best example of that is like Ric Flair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he was never the guy that was going to impress you with his athleticism, ever. But my God, were you not invested in a match when Ric Flair was in it?
Because he sold stuff so good. He sold it well, and he didn't, like, he would work off his opponent's strengths, and he wouldn't do flips. Because for most of his career, he was becoming the older guy.
Well, also, I think the move that's been the best, that's given the most respect from a selling standpoint, is the why am I blanking on the name of his submission move?
The figure four.
Yes. Just the way that move is sold and the way that it's used. By golly, it's good stuff.
It's good old stuff.
Okay.
Believe in yourself. We are in prime focus mode right now.
Oh, 100%.
I'm trying not to make you laugh so you can do it.
Okay. I'm at the point where like I'm trying to like still make jokes, but also it's like I
Not
really
right now.
want to beat this level. Like I just still really want to. I just never want to play this again. Okay. Whew. All right.
I'm always here if you need me.
Game over. All right, here we go. It's gonna be a different story this time. Here we go. Hey, at least I'm no longer wasting my first 3 lives on that portion of the level.
That is true. You're making it further. So it's not like you're not making any progress. It's just slowly but surely. Are you gonna beat it this episode? Possibly not. Are you gonna beat it before the 30 episode mark that you already placed for yourself? Hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm glad that you're like I was expecting like more encouraging things from that line, and I was like, no, it was pretty on par with what I should have expected.
Nope, that was it. That's all he was gonna give me.
Yep. Okay. I hate my life.
That's a good one. you were just so like secure. You're like, okay, I got this. Dead.
All right, went too quick on that one. Gotta slow down, Sean.
Slow down, Casanova. Slow down, Speed Racer.
Simmer down, Squirrely Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Okay, SpongeBob, you
Which
can be
one of
Dirty
you
Dan
is
now.
the real Dirty? Yeah.
I just want
Which
to be
one of
Patrick.
you is the real Dirty Dan? I am.
Me?
All right, Pinhead. Now you get yours. All right, David, I have a question for you.
I have a hopeful answer for you.
If you had to pick a moment in our friendship to like one story of our friendship to describe to the people watching this at home what our friendship is like, what would that story be?
I mean, I think we've already touched on it. Well, it wasn't our last year because you came to Grace a little later than I did, and so you had an extra semester, right? It was just an extra semester.
Yep.
So my senior year, I guess, kind of your senior year, where we would sit in your house and play Smash and watch SpongeBob during snow days instead of doing homework like we should have been.
Yeah.
Which is very, very much how our lives are progressing to this point. You and I are talking and playing video games instead of paying attention to our friends. I'm not going to say that we're doing this instead of work because we both have jobs, but...
It's true.
This is my free time that I could be spending time with my wife, but I'm going, nah, I'd rather watch my friend play video games and make fun of him.
Listen, everyone needs built-in time in their schedule where they make fun of their friends, right?
Agreed. I need to get my wife to play games with her friends and make fun of them.
Gosh, what a channel that would be.
Fuck, I'll start putting it together so that they can do it.
Do you think they would still be farther along in Crash than me?
No. My wife has watched me play this game, and she's like, man, I couldn't play this.
Yeah, this game's definitely the antithesis of what I struggle with in video games.
Patience and technique.
Technique! Yeah, that's very true.
I was gonna say being good at them, but I wanted to be a little nicer than that.
Yeah, in a way, you bringing up what you were gonna say, it's almost like you were able to still say it.
Yeah, I just said it in a nicer way. I wanted to touch on it subtly.
You wanted it to still be known.
Yes.
Let the record show. I was gonna say that you weren't good,
But I
but
said
I
it in a
thought I'd
nice
be
way.
nicer than that.
Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm trying to be a good friend. Her name is Tana, by the way. I found that out.
Huh.
And she is
The more you
Crash's
know.
girlfriend.
You know what's amazing? I still forgot what her name was, even after you said it.
It's not as important as you think.
Well, I didn't think it was important at all.
Yeah.
So now,
It's
that
less
just means in
important
my
than
head
that.
it has negative.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Oh. 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 Oh, God.
Boogda.
Ooga chaka, ooga.
Ooga, ooga, chaka. I'm hooked on a feeling. Do you or do you not think of Shrek 2 when you hear that song?
I'm going to go ahead and say I do not.
You don't think of Captain Hook and the Far, Far Away Idol when you hear that song?
I think of Guardians of the Galaxy because I forgot that was in Shrek 2.
Oh, SpongeBob. Why?
That makes way more sense, though, that was in Far, Far Away Idol, the greatest behind-the-scenes inclusion of all time.
It is, though. Are you kidding?
It really is.
The fact that
They went hard on the
DreamWorks had
Shrek 2 DVD.
Agreed. The fact that they had to go find Simon Cowell and be like, hey, we have this thing that only people who buy the Shrek 2 DVD are going to be able to see. And Simon Cowell just went, I'm in.
Yeah. Say no more. I'm in.
I don't even have to be in the movie.
Was he just himself?
Yeah. Except for I don't even think they referred to him as Simon Cowell. He was just Simon.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're quieter again.
Alright, let me fix that.
I can fix that. write down the titles, and then I write down whenever we stop. So it's easy
Can
for me
you
to-
hear me now?
Yeah, it can, and it's loud again. You're good.
Heck yeah.
All right, start when you're ready.
All right, you got it. All righty.
Alrighty then.
So speaking of, so Shrek 2 is probably one of the better sequels of animated movies, or just like I think you could say it's like a really solid sequel.
Mhm.
When you think of like, what are the weirdest sequels to movies that you could think of?
Well, Home Alone 3.
What I thi-
Home Alone 3 was out there.
Oh man,
Did you know
what
that
a
there was
film!
Did you know? Yeah, you knew there was a Home Alone 3.
Oh yeah, like okay, so I used to have a tradition with my family where we would I would go with my dad, and we would go shopping on Christmas Eve for gifts for our mom because we would procrastinate, and then to reward us for helping with that, we would buy a movie every single year that we would watch on the Christmas Eve before Christmas morning, and so the one I remember the most was Home Alone 3. And I used to think that movie was awesome. And then I grew up.
And realized that the classics known as Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are legit, and that Home Alone 3 should not have existed.
Just, yeah, it's like, listen, man, you can't replace a kid Macaulay Culkin.
Hmm. But the other sequels that you're just like, did they really need to have that? The first two that come to mind, and strangely enough, they're both comedies of great comedy movies. There's Dumb and Dumber, When Harry Met Lloyd, which came
Yeah.
out. That movie's terrible. And then Ace Ventura Jr.
Oh my gosh. Remember Mask Jr.?
Oh, yeah, Mask 2, or Son of the Mask.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Son of a Mask. Yeah, Son of the Mask. Yep.
Son of the Mask is so bad. They just-
Ungodly terror.
they're
Just that
taking
area
all
where
of
they were
Jim
like,
Carrey's movies and throwing them in the toilet.
yeah. It's like, you know what Jim Carrey's films need? A children's version without any of the raunchy comedy that made it great.
Because all three of those movies were Jim Carrey movies that were legit. And then they
Oh my
ruined it.
gosh, yeah.
They all came out in the
Man,
same year
like-
too.
What happened to Jim Carrey's like career, man, was sad just because he had all these amazing films coming out. And now Jim Carrey's just kind of like, I feel like he's at the point now where he could just be a lot more picky with his movies. He doesn't really have to come out and like he's not in everything. I mean, at one point, I think it's fair to say he was like the biggest actor in the world.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
If not one of them.
I think he just realized he can slow down a little bit, and he doesn't need to take everything. Like he did like a documentary on Andy Kaufman within the last
Yeah.
8 years. He's done a TV show and like a movie here and there. Most recently, I think Sonic the Hedgehog was the last thing he did, which I enjoyed. I know a lot of people might critique that, but I liked Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hey, he's Joe Biden on SNL now.
Yeah, he's still doing stuff. I just think he realized, hey, I can slow down. I don't need to do a big movie every year. I can enjoy
Right.
life a little bit. Because if you
Which,
think
by
about
the
it,
way-
the first Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and The Mask all came out the same year.
Which is crazy.
And a year later, he was in a Batman movie, another Ace Ventura movie. Like, were coming out one after the
Yeah,
other.
and then he was in Man on the Moon, which was like an all-time great film.
The Truman Show was good too.
Yeah. He was in Eternal Sunshine of the
The
Forgot what
Spotless-
it's called.
The Spotless Mind.
Yep. Yeah, his dramatic movies are good, man. There's just still not natural for me to see him in a dramatic role.
Agreed. I'd rather see him as the Grinch.
True.
Or Count
Oh
Olaf.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. I, hey, that the series of unfortunate events. That movie was better than people gave it credit for.
I loved that movie. My sister and I quoted that
Have you-
movie a ton when we were younger.
Have you seen the series on Netflix where Neil Patrick Harris is in that role?
I have. I think I controversially liked the movie more. I felt like because the kids seemed older in the movie, I felt like the performance for the kids were better.
Yeah. Well, Jim Carrey just like listen, man. Neil Patrick Harris is a great actor. There's no such thing as matching the charisma of Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm. So I thought Neil Patrick Harris did a good job.
I did too.
In terms of being memorable, the Jim Carrey one for me was better.
Yeah. Hot.
I do give the TV show props though for sticking to it and doing all the books though.
Yeah. I need to finish that show because I actually enjoyed watching it.
I was supposed to watch it with my wife, and then she watched it without me. She's got her back turned toward me because she knows it's true.
You seem quite beaten up about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've only watched the first season.
I think I watched part of the second season. I think I stopped at a certain point. Yet again, I pretty much only knew like the story of like the first half of the season one, or like, you know, however much book one was that like the original movie covers.
Well, the original movie covered the first 3 books.
Oh. How many books are there?
There's 12.
Really?
Yeah, so each season of the Netflix show did 4 books.
Gosh.
And the movie did the first 3 books, but did it in kind of a weird order. I don't know if you remember the movie at the end where they did the play, where Violet was going to marry Olaf. That's technically the end of the first book, but they made it the end of the 3rd book and the end of the movie.
That's right.
But the first book was like the kids cleaning up after Count Olaf in the play, and then the second movie was Uncle Monty and the reptiles, and then the third book was Aunt Josephine, and then the house that fell apart.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And those ones stuck with me the most. I read the other books when I was younger, but because I had a movie to base the first 3 off of, I kind of remember those a lot better than the other ones. I can't remember the other ones as well. So
Now you're just making me want to go back and watch the TV show.
yeah, TV show was good. I missed Jim Carrey, and I guess I missed the kids from the old movies too. Even though those kids are years older than we are, they're not built for those roles anymore.
Not at all. I kind of wish Jim Carrey was able to like finish out the series.
Mm-hmm.
But well.
What you gonna do?
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Count Olaf.
Were you a Pokemon kid, Sean?
I was a Pokemon kid, but I was more of a casual Pokemon kid. You know what I mean? Like, I loved playing the games. Loved watching Indigo League. Pokemon 2000 was an awesome movie. But like, definitely had cards, you know. But like, I wouldn't say like Pokemon was like my favorite thing back in the day. you know?
Mhm.
Definitely enjoyed it. But like my brother, of the two of us, he was definitely the diehard Pokemon kid. I was more like yeah, Pokemon is cool, but like kind of got bored of it at a certain point.
Mhm.
What about you?
I can't relate. I used to make fun of kids who played Pokemon. So. I didn't play Pokemon. I didn't play any of those like card trading games. I didn't watch anime. I made fun of people who
Right.
did. I was a bully in school. I'll be honest.
Hey, at least you're being honest.
Well, you want to continue this next time on Murphy?
Yeah, I suppose we're gonna, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll beat this next time.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Unlikely.
Bye.